and talk about some common scenarios that come up in relation to what's happening with compliance. We've got a client who, previous to having our system, this was his scenario. He was a general manager of an aged care facility. And in that aged care facility, he had a complaint from a family member. And that family member said, my mother has been left on a recliner for 2 days. The manager said, we'll investigate that. Unfortunately, this got then pushed through to the tribunal and then was escalated to the CEO of the organisation, and then an investigation started. In that investigation is that the general manager has now gone to the director of nursing and asked that director of nursing, what's happened? That director of nursing has now gone to the registered nurse that was on shift on that ward at that day and asked what's happening. Unfortunately, the only data that we've actually been able to collect was some notes that were actually placed in the care management system. The problem with that is that we also had a temp staff member on that day, and some of the notes aren't very valid. The outcome of what's happened is that this organisation has spent over 100 hours investigating this process, hasn't got any information, has got obviously the reputational damage of going to the tribunal, and still has nothing to protect themselves to understand, did they do what they were supposed to do, or was there an issue? And this is a common part of what the issue is that we actually believe spot checking is what's literally killing the aged care sector. The aged care sector has been doing is basically doing to-do lists. And there's nothing wrong with to-do lists. But what we continually keep hearing from carers and providers is that we have a situation where we're gathering information in a manual way in to-do lists that doesn't allow us to obviously collate that data, and it sort of becomes very repetitive and inefficient. It's very slow and there's no meaningful interactions. It doesn't actually stop anything. And residents tend to find this quite undignified, it's embarrassing. And the whole part of this is familiarity breeds complacency. For us to really improve compliance is that we don't want to put more to-do lists. Carers today are already saying that they're spending anywhere from 20 to 30% of every shift actually just collecting information.